So here's a quick one that several of you guys emailed me about covering this story here. It's pretty interesting, so I figured, all right, I'll cover it. About a guy who is in Paris. He met a gal who's vacationing there, hopping around from country to country. She lives in Mexico, but she's visiting Paris. They hit it off, dating 2.5 months. It's been great. And now she's on to Portugal. And now she contacted him expressing that she pretty much kind of likes a guy in Portugal and wants to obviously open up their relationship. And of course, if he doesn't do that, then he has fragile masculinity or some nonsense like that, and trying to convince him of this. That'll be going to cover just to, again, reflect the times that we're living in. Title: If you let me sleep with another man, I'll like you even more. It says here, so I, a 29-year-old male, have been dating a woman, a 26-year-old female, for about 2.5 months. We met in Paris, but have been doing long distance. She's currently in Portugal, and I'm in Paris. She's going to live in Portugal for the next 6 months at least, but says she wants to come to Paris after that. So you met a chick who is 26, probably really free for the first time, hopping around from country to country, and you expect to get in a serious relationship with someone like that? Are you out of your freaking mind? If she's someone that comes along and visits and you can hook up with and you don't get attached with her and use protection and all that, that's one thing. But try to get in a relationship with someone like this, it's a bad idea. Especially when she's hopping around country to country. She's from Mexico, and this is her first time living away from home at 26. Ding, ding, ding. We've messaged every day for 3 months and seen each other face-to-face twice. She came to spend 4 days with me in Paris a couple weeks ago, and it was amazing. Dude, let's not get carried away. She's one chick. We'll be seeing each other again soon, but recently she told me she's tempted by a guy in Portugal. Sounds like she's very confident with her relationship with the dude in Paris. Now she can bring out the Portugal guy. And also, to me, this sounds like she's already been tempted by the Portugal guy and probably already dealing with those temptations with Portugal guy. She said I'm amazing and she wants to be with me, therefore nothing will happen. However, she also said if I allowed her to hook up with this Portugal guy, she would like me even more. Translation: if you give me permission if we do an open relationship, then I'll like you a lot more. You'll get a special place in my heart. They shouldn't have gotten a relationship to begin with. They were dating 2.5 months in Paris. That's nothing. She said she doesn't want an open relationship, but it would be fragile masculinity if I had an issue with her hooking up with someone else whilst we were in the early stages of dating. Fragile masculinity, huh? In other words, you're an insecure buffoon if you take issue with me, your girlfriend, hooking up with some other dude, and I guarantee there's more than one dude. Come on here, but that's the type of thing that gals throw at guys who they already know that they have them in the palm of their hand. Throwing insults their way, attacking their masculinity. No, it's not fragile masculinity. Believe me, if she was really into this dude, she'd have a problem if he was traveling to Sweden or somewhere else and hooking up with girls there. I really like her, but it feels like a big red flag. You think? That was an update. He says here, overwhelmed by the responses, truly thank you everyone. As an update, I called it a day this evening. She admitted she tried to manipulate me, but accidentally, of course. Always tricky to break up with someone, but I knew deep down she's not the one. Ideally, I will find a nice woman who's keen for a healthy relationship someday. So even then he realized, you know what? His head came out of the clouds. Reality set in who she was, her true character. And then he confronted her. And then he actually said she actually admitted to trying to manipulate him. Hence the fragile masculinity, manipulate him, attack his ego, that type of shit. See? It's always manipulation. So guys, it's a quick one, but demonstrating the times we're in. Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. Don't ever accept this open relationship crap. Don't rush into relationships with girls that quickly. I don't care how freaking hot they are, how good in the sack they are, how much of a great piece of ass she is. Don't do it. And honestly, if you meet a gal who's visiting your country just briefly and she's off to other ones, don't get in a relationship with them. I get that the girl's beautiful and you're having a blast and you know it's going to end, so that makes it even more attractive. It's like the stupid rom-com movies. Don't get in a serious relationship. It's not going to work. The only way you could possibly do it if she was actually staying in your country permanently, not off to this country next, to this country next. The odds are it's not going to work. And in this case, she's 26. She's in her prime, obviously beautiful. And her first time away from home, what do you think she's doing? I mean, come on here. But you live and you learn.